Hello guys, welcome to my video here from the Gathering of Tweakers race. It was a week ago that I drove this MX5 race with a lot of other very fine guys, 33 in total, and we were going to race 20 minutes around Lime Rock. And with 33 MX5s on Lime Rock, you can be sure that it's going to be a great spectacle. So yeah, I qualified 6th overall, and I guess about the top 14 was within a second. So yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, so let's try to get going here. I'll just jump around and see what's going on. I get a really bad exit. Fortunately, I'm able to close the gap of the entering Paul Ilbrink, but I give room here to Rasmus Lausen on the inside. It's so close, it's amazing. So somehow, because Rasmus was almost hitting the curb, I've actually managed to create a big gap to the guys behind me, including Paul Ilbrink. And here, the car in front of me did jump out on the sand on the curb, and yeah, I was able to pass him on the outside. So I should be up into 4th position, no 5th, sorry. So far so good. And I'm starting to build just a small gap. Yeah, nice. And cones flying all around. It's great. I go a bit hot coming in there. And the car you see to the right, 2 spots ahead, is actually Ropit Turkula, and he told me after the race that he missed the gear, so it almost locked his wheels, so he had to go onto the grass, and I think he lost 2 positions here. Managed to keep this position though, and I gained something from it as well, because they were held up. I really enjoy racing this Mazda, as its top speed is not that much over 200, I think, kilometers, but it really facilitates that you can have some really close and often very clean racing as well, because once you do hit another car, the impact is not severe enough often to completely lose control of the car. So Rope is in front, and then Nick Thiessen and Neil Higgins up ahead, I think. Let's just check on that. Rope, oh yeah, cutting some grass there, and Neil up ahead. And Richard Schauderin is behind me. And behind him is Paul Ilbrink in 6th position. I have some issues changing to the right gear. That was, yeah, that's something I've been struggling a bit with. And then since these two guys are having such a great battle that, yeah, I feel like I wanna join them. So now I'm stuck right behind Nick Thiessen here. Still an okay gap behind us, even though Paul Ilbrink is starting to close in. This is side by side with Nick, and I actually get by him here, although we lose some time to the guys ahead because we have to battle it out. But I'm actually up into 3rd position now. I really didn't believe in that before the race started, that I was able to keep up with the pace of the best guys here. So here Nick is going on the inside. It's just great battling. And I let him by here because we weren't able to go 2 by 2 here. And now Richard Schauderin joins the fun, and he goes by as well. Nothing much I could do there. I could try to brake very late and then turn in, but yeah, it would be too risky, I think. This is so close. It's amazing. And meanwhile, Paul Ilbrink is right here. And unfortunately, Richard told us afterwards that he didn't notice Paul being there. So it was quite a shock for him. Very unfortunate for him. Anyway, I'm up into 4th position, and this is the battle for the lead between Rope and Neil Higgins. And Rope completes that, going back up into 1st position. So we are on board here with Paul Ilbrink. We have a very big gap down to the next guys, so that's not something I'm worried about. I'm actually focused on closing the gap to Nick again, so that yeah, we can challenge for the podium spots. And so far, I've noticed that, yeah, Paul here has been quicker overall, but that doesn't mean that I am slow. So we are actually closing a bit in on Nick here in front. And I'm just going to remind you how fun this is, racing these small cars. And even though it's a narrow track, there's lots of opportunities to place your car on the inside or outside. Not three wide, but at least side by side with another one, and it's very very fun. He's closing a bit in, I think. Yeah, but I'm closing into Nick as well. So yeah, I think this is turning into a three-way battle, maybe, even though the track doesn't like that. Let's see how it goes. At this point in the race, I think it's about lap 10, so it's about halfway into the race. I was thinking, I remember that whatever happened from now on, it would still turn out to be a fantastic race so far. So if I crashed out and kind of died, I would still feel that this race was a very good race because of the racing I've had so far. But I reckon at this point there are still some more to come. So Paul here kind of tries to go on the outside. He didn't really have any other choice. Meanwhile, Nick is closing in on some lap traffic. Kind of gets stuck here behind him, so yeah, Paul is really in a hurry there behind me, and I'd challenge Paul here. This is so cool. Just switch back here and look from Nick's car and then behind us. So Nick is still in third position. Yeah. He goes a bit wide. I take the more compromised line, but I get a better exit. So I'm right up behind his tail here. And I try to go on the inside, try to just squeeze the front tire in, and I actually do. And I think Nick here didn't expect the Paul to be so close. This is just insane. Sorry about that. Let's just... Sorry, that's something that happens when you only record 24 out of the 33 cars. Anyway, we were having a battle here 3 wide on the main straight. Yeah, Nick disappears here, but he's still there. Paul gives up just a little bit, gives me a small love tap. And Nick is back ahead of me. I had to yield just a little bit because when he would reappear on my computer, there was a risk that he would be right in front of me and I would crash into him. So I just had to step a bit on the brakes. So this is it. Paul is on the inside. There's nothing much I could do there. Just had a much better speed coming through turn 5. But he has a bad exit here, so I actually retake the position. So nice. Oh, he goes wide there. And up ahead is we still have Rope and Neil. So the positions are back to like they were 5 minutes ago. That Nick is in third position. I retake third position for the second or third time. How about this? I still have a wheel here. Nick has to kind of yield. And now Paul goes on the inside. I try to brake as late as I can to stick on the left side of Paul, but he just finds the grip that is needed. So I'm still in the same position as before, still in fourth position, although now Paul Ilbrink is in first position. And I can't remember right now how many position changes we've had, but it's a lot. It's so nice to experience these races once in a while, where it's just everyone just goes 100% because the race is only 20 minutes. So yeah, 3 wide almost. I think that Nick is actually on the inside here. So I actually waited just a bit before I started turning in order to avoid Nick. But what I did not see was that he actually braked way early to let Paul and me have the battle going into turn 1. So yeah, I kind of had to apologize to Paul afterwards for not turning in, but I had my eyes on Paul and not Nick in this situation. It's a shame, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm down into 5th position. Let's just see behind us. That's actually Joe Williamson, who's closing in, and he's currently in 6th position, so this is a battle for 5th, and I'm still trying to figure out how much damage my car has. Let's just try to go on the outside to see if there's something visual. I got hit on the front left, but yeah, it looks like it's sturdy enough to. But you always try to go a bit safe here in the beginning, just to get to know the car. And yeah, I go wide there. So the goal is now to finish in 5th position. So I basically just had to keep Job behind me for 2 or 3 laps. yeah, he's really closing in at some points around the track. But I go defensive, like here. I step out to the right side. So he had to take the long way around, which is very hard to do, if not impossible. So even though I lost out on battling for the podium positions, I got back on the track and immediately started another battle with Job here. That was so great. It was just 20 minutes of pure racing and hard and close racing, like it should be. But sometimes that's a hard thing to do in the faster cars, because there'll easier be a larger distance between the cars if somebody fails. So yeah, Job goes by. Maybe I try to brake really late, and yeah, just managed to keep my position here. Try to squeeze and just a bit out to the right, though not blocking, but I had to take my line through the next corner as well. He gets a better exit here. I think this could be the last lap. So it's really close. Yeah, it is the last lap. Unfortunately, Job Job hits the wall here. So sorry about that. So that actually means that I finish in 5th position. Not a bad result from all the action that has been going on. Let's just see the final results here. We can look at it here instead. So Rope won, followed by Neil Higgins. Very good job by him. Paul Ilbrink in 3rd, Nick in 4th, and me in 5th. And yeah, I think about 26 out of the 31 cars did actually finish the entire race. So that was a great race. So I'm off again. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this race. At least I did, watching it again and seeing all the close action. So see you guys next time.